It is especially the lower income categories that show the least high confidence levels.
The unemployment rate for black men between the ages of 18 and 25 that have a matric qualification or less is 48%.
The main source of income is government grants, which have remained, and but that grant obviously didn't grow at the 40% inflation rates that we were seeing on some things.
The number of people living in shacks and informal settlements has grown while all these RDP houses have been built. Over the 9 cities, on average about 20% of households in those cities live in shacks in informal settlements, and on average it looks like another 10% live in shacks in backyards. I mean, shack building is the biggest building industry in the country.
It really is just about stretching every single rand that they have. So their priority is food, and I think it's up to 60% of all income is spent on food, and it's about staple food and making that mealie meal last as long as possible. And then services, including things like transport, which is a very significant contributor to the monthly budget, and also if there is electricity and water that needs to be paid for, also schooling.
Those arrogant assumptions that say that Maslow's hierarchy, when you're at the bottom, means you don't have choice and you're in survival mode, are not so. No matter where you are on that economic, social curve, you have choice. You get to make decisions.
To some degree, there's been 2 stories about the bottom of the pyramid. The one has been a patronizing one, and the other one has been an exploitative one. And I think that we just need to recognize that the bottom of the pyramid has its challenges, but it is an opportunity.
That mass of relatively unprotected consumers at the bottom end of the pyramid are vulnerable, and therefore it is the government's responsibility to give them what support they can through legislative means.
There has been an enormous move towards modern trade in terms of the volume of sales, in particularly FMCG.
If you look at where the likes of ShopRite Checkers are going, they're driving northwards right through Africa.
What used to be a sort of 55 general trade, 45 modern trade has gone in some cases to as much as 60-40 the other way, just in 5 years.
If there is a new ShopRite in Polokwane, then the benefit to the consumer is not just the straight monetary value of lower prices that they almost certainly bring compared with informal retailers, but also issues like recourse in the event of dissatisfaction, plus brand value in terms of affiliation, in terms of being able to identify themselves with an aspirational brand such as ShopRite.
People prefer to buy in supermarkets where the prices are less. So the question is whether there's a supermarket close enough.